You know, tonight you saw a great champion in a dominant performance, and you know, all respect and credit to Ricky Hatton. He was great tonight. I mean, that's the best Ricky Hatton I've seen in years. And he did some things tonight I never saw him do, even when he dominated Costa Zoo. I think he was absolutely brilliant tonight. And you know, my fighter fought the way he always fights, with everything he has. He gave everything he had. I mean, he's got a bigger heart than anyone you'll ever find. And if you saw the Miguel Cotto fight, you know, he proved in that night, he proved everything he ever had to prove about his heart. And I know how bad he feels about the fight being stopped. You know, it was a bit of a hard decision for us to make. I had talked to the corner the round before it got stopped and said that I really didn't think it should go on any longer. And they said give him another round. And then I saw his lawyer, John Hornauer, come up to the corner and basically say the same thing. And when I realized that I wasn't the only one feeling that way, I went to Buddy and I said, I think now is the time. And I know this kid doesn't feel so great about that, but he's going to, you know, live to fight another day and maybe leave this game eventually with the marbles to be a commentator, because he's a brilliant boxing mind.
Well done, Paulie.
And you know, one of the things we always said among ourselves was, you know, we wanted to fight the best. He always wanted to fight the best. That's what this kid has wanted to do since he's 19 years old. And he's, you know, thank you, Ricky, for giving him the opportunity, because you didn't have to. And thank you for giving him the opportunity. And he did the best he could. He gave everything he had. It wasn't his night tonight, and he lost to a brilliant fighter. And Grandmaster Mayweather over here, Floyd, you were, you know, people had asked me before the fight, and you know, I think Floyd Mayweather could make a difference. And I sort of felt zebras don't change their stripes, but tonight the friggin' zebra looked like a racehorse. I'm proud of Paulie Malignaggi, and I think the boxing world should be proud of Paulie Malignaggi, because when this kid gets into the ring, you get everything he has, and a champion, Paulie Malignaggi.
I'm not going to harp on the stoppage. You know, I have no excuses. Ricky fought a great fight, great game plan. You know, surprised me with a couple of things, I got to say. You know, I take my hat off to him. I'm not going to take it off now, but, you know, you get what I mean. I take my hat off to Ricky and his performance. I always used to say, because I fought a lot of my career on the East Coast, so I don't have to, like, fly a lot. I always used to say earlier in my career, I said, damn, man, it must suck to get on an airplane after you get your ass kicked and have to fly home and everybody sees you. Now I got to go through that tomorrow. So, I was just thinking of that, too. But a couple of months ago, I was in training camp in the Poconos, and I was eating at a diner, and I saw something, and it reminded me of Ricky, so I went and bought it. I didn't want to give it to him before the fight because I didn't want to get too friendly, but I got a couple of things here for Ricky and his guys. This started as a six-pack, but it changed hands in my entourage, and it's 4 left. It's called Blue Moon Beer. I thought of Ricky when I bought it. I got 4 left, so Ricky gets to share it with his guys. It started with 6, like I said, but I'm still trying to find the culprits for who drank the other 2. So you guys get 4.
Well done, Paulie.
And yeah, that's it, man. Again, I take my hat off to Ricky. I wish I could have done better. I'm sorry to my fans. Like I said, you know, a bit disappointed. I think I'm better than getting stopped, but I'm not going to harp on it. Take care.
Let's open it up for questions for anyone up here.
Ricky, I'm just curious, up until this point, I guess the Costa Zoo fight would have been your defining victory of your career. Do you kind of feel like this win, because of what you were able to go through with the new trainer and everything, and beating a slick boxer like that, maybe would match that for the significance in your career?
Yeah, I think it was a defining fight. Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it was a defining fight. Bearing in mind that I think the thought going into the fight, before the fight, was that I was a bit past it. You know, I think obviously I lost to Mayweather. We fight against Toscano, which it wasn't wasn't a dreadful performance, but you know, when you get beat and you lose your unbeaten record, and especially by a knockout, your next performance, I think you want a confidence booster, and I don't think I got that in the performance against Lascano. And as I mentioned earlier, doubts started creeping into my mind. You know, have I had too many fights? Have I had, you know, too many wars? Has the weight making over the years, what everyone keeps saying, you know, going up to me? But I think it's clear that, I mean, everyone keeps going about the weight. You know, I couldn't give two hoots about that. I know it's not that. I mean, and I think I proved it again tonight. I think I showed a technical side to him again, which I think I've been missing for maybe 2, 3, 4 fights, something like that. Sometimes, you know, when I caught Paulie and I had him hurt, sometimes the red mist went in, and you know, I was drawing the ball back a bit too much at times. But I mean, the old Ricky Hatton, his head would have gone. But once I realised, you know, that right, settle back down again. I think at times the red mist set in, but there was a little bit more composure there than normal. And I think it's because we've gone back to basics a little bit in the gym. You know, I started moving my head a bit more. I started jabbing. I started being aware of the punches coming back at me. I've been working on new things with Floyd in the gym. And to be honest, when you're working on new things and you get in the ring and you want to put new things into practice, probably the hardest person to put them things into practice on is someone like Malignaggi, who's as fast and as quick and as slippery, and you know, as he was really. So bearing in mind the style of opponent I was fighting and how I was able to put a lot of the new things that me and Floyd have worked on in just 7 weeks, don't forget, I think makes me feel very proud. But it's all about, you know, now I've got this fight out of the way, I fought my nearest rival, it's all about the future then, and I think another training camp under our belt, I think it can only get better. And I'd like to thank Floyd and Lee Beard and the team for everything they've done to bring back, to make me excited about boxing again, I suppose.
Ricky, over here. You know, in the ring tonight, you looked very sharp, you looked very confident. Would it be safe to say that you're past the post-May